So you were talking about the Ciroc and De Leon kind of situation. Dr. Umar Johnson, he's been very outspoken about the Diddy situation. And he said that if Diddy is guilty of all these things, he should definitely pay for it. But he doesn't want people to just make him guilty for something because he hasn't been found guilty or charged with the whole Cassie beating and everything, right? Because of the statute of limitations is up on that. What do you think about that?
So first off, Dr. Umar, who was funneled through Vlad TV about 7 years ago, who came out of nowhere, who is supposedly Frederick Douglass's descendant. First off, now we're dissecting this information through the corrupt judicial system. That's what we're doing. You don't have your own intuition, Dr. Umar. You can't see with your own eyes, Dr. Umar. You can't hear with your own ears, Dr. Umar. You can't sense with your own spirit, Dr. Umar. Doctor. Fuck out of here.
So you don't agree with that though? You don't think that the general public court of opinion wants him to be guilty so bad because he wasn't charged with the Cassie beating, and when we watch that video of him beating Cassie, it's like so terrible,
bruh. We know Diddy has been doing dirt all these fucking years. What the fuck is Dr. Umar dissecting this information through the corrupt law system for? He's not even with the law system. He claims that white people run the law. So you're dissecting the information through the law that white people run that you are against? You're contradicting yourself, Dr. Umar.
So he also said that he believes all of this is over the Ciroc and De Leon situation, right? Yeah, fan yourself. He also said that he believes all of this is over the Ciroc and De Leon situation, and the owners of that liquor called King Charles III and asked them to call Biden for a favor. And he said that this is a way to distract black people during election time, and this is going to help Kamala. What do you think about that?
First off, Dr. Umar, American politics is Santa Claus, okay? American politics is Santa Claus. It's all fake. And really, it's just about people in place that have money that are connected to the major powers of the planet, right? Because America is not a superpower. America is ruled by the Vatican and Britain, right? So this is a bunch of fake shit here in America, right? Kamala is a fucking actor. Biden is a fucking clone, the seventh clone, maybe. You know what I mean? So let's talk about real things. You know what I mean? Because nobody is really getting elected. Okay, Dr. Umar? And people going to vote, they're not actually electing a president, Dr. Umar. And I want to ask Dr. Umar this. So he popped out with some publicity with Suki Hana at some point, Dr. Umar. And to me, that seemed like it was all staged, and it was like just marketing for something. For what? To fuse the mind of the new mind of Black America that's going to influence, because he's a doctor, right? And then fuse it with hip hop, today's current hip hop, to create a perception in the minds of our next generation. The thing is, why are you even being seen next to Suki Hana, who was twerking on a 10-year-old boy in her music video? And when I came out saying that she was twerking on a 10-year-old boy in her music video, you had all these people defending it. Oh, well, it's funny, blah, blah, blah. And then there were people who were like, oh, well, that's her son. Oh, you Neanderthal in a primal brainwave state. So pedophilia is okay as long as it's incestuous? Oh, okay.
So do you think that there is any possibility that his theory could be true about how Diddy mishandled that situation with the Ciroc and the De Leon, that he pissed off somebody in that position of power?
Yeah, he did. He was on drugs. He's part of the Illuminati. He does sex magic and orgies, probably sacrifices kids, does all kinds of shit with Jay-Z and Beyonce. They bow down to the superpowers of the world, to the people that we don't fucking know. They go and they got to suck their dicks. They go and they got to get sodomized by them. Yeah. They're little people. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Diddy, they're little people. They ain't nobody.
Whew. um, did you read the Rolling Stone article a few months back where they spoke with so many people from Diddy's past when he was going to Howard University? They said that this violent and manic behavior goes back to way back then. Like he's outside of his girlfriend's classroom, yelling at the window, demanding she come down, all types of stuff. Like
this rage stems from sexual abuse and trauma.
So you think that something happened to him even before the music industry?
I don't. It could have. I don't know that for sure, but I know for sure Clive Davis him in the ass.
Because
and Andre Harrell.
Yeah, because when he went to Howard University, this was before him going into the music industry. But we know that when you're abused, it tends to happen more than once, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times it happens in people's childhood, and then it can pop up later on in life.
Yeah. Well, you know, a bunch of little boys in the Bronx and Mount Vernon and Harlem were getting back then, you know, from dudes in hip hop. We know this. Yeah. That were probably planted by the CIA. We know this.